This is Soho Place, one of London's most impressive new schemes. I'm here to meet Joe and Benjy from Derwent London to learn exactly what makes it so special. How's it going? How's it going? So what would you say is the general overview of a scheme like this?
Well, as Derwent, we obviously get involved from the very, very beginning. This project goes back a long way, but in terms of the design, the planning, the construction, we've been working on it together for probably 8 years.
These projects rarely, as individuals, change an entire part of London, whereas this one is one of those pieces of the jigsaw which has enabled this part of London to change.
This is arguably one of the best addresses in London. Number 1, number 2, Soho Place, the retail, number 1, Oxford Street. It's all come together in this kind of brand new corner of London.
What's been the most challenging part of constructing this?
It's the engineering where we interface with the two structures. One is the Tottenham Court Road underground station, and the other obviously is the Crossrail. This one straddles and wraps itself around the tube station. We're within 1.5 meters of some of the elements that Transport for London built, and that requires a huge amount of engineering and then a huge amount of cooperation with TfL and their specialist teams.
So what are the key materials that you've used in the construction?
So we love celebrating beautiful materials, and here predominantly we've got the exposed concrete slabs, we've got the exposed structural steelwork, the curtain wall, the facade, windows, the glazing and the metal, but also the travertine stone. Downstairs in the reception, the Denison timber flooring and the timber panels on the walls. And also we brought the travertine inside, so we've got the travertine benches and then the leather cushions on top.
And what about these floor plates? What are the tenants going to enjoy?
I think the size of them, but the biggest thing I think is the floor to ceiling height. This is almost 3 meters to the underside of the rafts, and that sense of space and light, which is exemplified by the core, are the two things that the tenants have really picked out and I think has been a big selling point.
One of the challenges of designing a big office building like this is actually to make it seem less like an office. It's more like a kind of just an enjoyable place to be. The sense of scale, the volume and the light is absolutely critical in drawing people back into the city, into the workplace. So it's really important.
The scheme's sustainability credentials, all right? Like, how does it stand up?
I think the most significant achievement is ensuring that the building is net zero carbon. We've also achieved BREEAM Outstanding, we've achieved LEED Gold, and then there's 2 or 3 elements of the construction which are important. We've got grey water recycling, we've got a lot of PV photovoltaic cells on the roof, and obviously the brown roof to try and increase the biodiversity.
And obviously we are building right on top of a major transport interchange. To build a large building on top of a transport interchange is very sustainable in itself.
So, what are you most proud of?
It's got to be these cores. The lift shafts, the lifts and the stairs, all exposed as you go onto the office floor plates, glazed, the white glazed bricks, which is kind of old Victorian London lightwell technology, bringing daylight all the way down the shaft and onto the office floor plate. For me, it's just such an uplifting experience to come into the building through this way. It's brilliant.
So how does it feel to walk through the building now that it's finally complete?
We've worked on this for many, many years with a huge number of talented individuals who allow it to be designed and delivered. It is the pride of seeing the finished product.
To see the designs come to fruition, to see the quality of the construction, how it's being executed, is just amazing, and I feel really, really proud of it, and I hope the occupiers really enjoy their time here.
Well, thank you so much for walking me around. It's been absolutely exquisite.
Thank you.
Thank you.